Gentle reminder for senior women. 7 important considerations regarding shaving down there after 60. If you're a woman over 60 and still shaving down there the same way you did in your 30s, this message could save you from painful infections, slow healing cuts, and months of discomfort you didn't see coming. Your skin has changed. Your body has changed. And yet, no one talks about it. But today we will. Before you pick up that razor again, you deserve to hear the truth your doctor probably never told you. Is it advisable to consider shaving in that area? Perhaps we should consider that. What might occur if we proceed with that? What might happen if we choose not to? Now, please take a moment to settle in with your tea, as the insights from medical professionals regarding this sensitive topic may be quite enlightening for you. Please remain with me until we reach the conclusion. Taking care of yourself now will bring you gratitude in the future. If you feel comfortable, please consider leaving a comment below. We are open to discussing it. Now, let's take a moment to be honest. The skin tends to become thinner and more delicate with age. I would like to share a thought that I believe could be helpful for you as you consider using a razor again at this stage in life. As we age, it's natural for our skin, particularly in those delicate areas, to change from how it was in our younger years. Following menopause, the skin tends to become thinner and more delicate, making it more susceptible to cuts, irritation, and infection. Shaving, which was once a straightforward task, can now result in uncomfortable little nicks that seem to take a long time to heal. And I truly mean for a very long time. A small cut can be more than just a minor annoyance now. It has the potential to become inflamed, infected, or develop into a more serious condition. A small cut may seem insignificant, but it can lead to a visit to the doctor or the need for a prescription cream that we would prefer to avoid. It's important to be cautious, especially if you have a history of diabetes or poor circulation, as those small cuts can pose greater risks. It's important to approach this without fear. It's important to be mindful of your body. It's wonderful to hear that you have dedicated so much effort to care over the years. It's possible that you are interfering with your body's natural defenses. There's a gentle reminder that may not have been shared with you, yet it holds significance for your well-being. The hair in that area serves a purpose beyond mere appearance. It serves as a natural safeguard. Pubic hair plays a beneficial role by reducing friction, offering protection against bacteria, and trapping sweat and debris, which helps to prevent irritation. In our later years, it's important to consider that shaving everything off can remove a natural barrier that our bodies still depends on. As we grow older, it's natural for estrogen levels to decrease, which can lead to an increased risk of conditions such as urinary tract infections, vaginal dryness, and irritation. Without the hair to provide a layer of protection, we may find ourselves feeling vulnerable, both in a physical sense and emotionally. Many women experience a sense of obligation to maintain order and cleanliness, but it's important to reflect on the implications of this expectation. Being clean doesn't imply being devoid of character, and embracing nature doesn't equate to being unkempt. It's important to recognize that a little hair may actually be providing more benefits than we often acknowledge. It's important to understand that razor bumps are not merely a cosmetic issue. They can pose health risks as well. In our younger days, razor bumps were merely bothersome red spots that would typically resolve themselves within a few days. However, for women in their 60s, 70s, and beyond, those bumps may indicate something more concerning. It's important to be aware that what may seem like a minor issue, such as a small ingrown hair, can sometimes develop into something more serious, like an abscess that requires medical care. Listening to these experiences can help us stay vigilant about our health. As we age, our immune systems may not respond to inflammation as effectively as they once did. It can be challenging to observe certain changes in our bodies, and sometimes we may not notice a bump until it has progressed further than we would like. Additionally, it's important to recognize that as we age, our skin may become thinner, leading to slower healing of minor irritations like razor burns and bumps. This can increase the risk of infections, so it's essential to take care when shaving. It is important to be aware that some medical professionals have observed that staph infections can sometimes begin from an irritated hair follicle that has been scratched open. This is not a matter of exaggeration. It is important to recognize that what once seemed like a small issue may now require genuine attention and care. When you decide to shave, it's important to be particularly gentle with your skin. If you notice any bumps, it's important to pay attention to them and not overlook their presence. Shaving can influence intimacy in various ways, both positively and negatively. This matter is somewhat more personal, yet I believe it is essential to discuss. Many women reach out to me inquiring about the impact of shaving on their feelings in the bedroom. It's important to recognize that it can have both beneficial and adverse effects. Many women express that they experience a boost in confidence and feel more composed when they have just shaved. Many individuals experience a sense of cleanliness, confidence, and empowerment over their bodies. If that describes you, that's truly wonderful. It's important to engage in activities that bring you joy and comfort. However, I have also received feedback from several individuals who express a different perspective. It seems that shaving has led to some discomfort, and even pain, during intimate moments. It's important to consider your comfort and well-being in such situations. It seems that your skin may be experiencing some discomfort, perhaps feeling itchy, raw, or overly sensitive. It's important to pay attention to these sensations. Rather than fostering a sense of closeness with their partner, it led to a withdrawal from physical connection entirely. As we age, our bodies undergo changes, and naturally, our perceptions of what makes us feel desirable may also evolve. It's important to remember that prioritizing someone else's preference should not compromise your own comfort. It's important to reflect on whether our actions are truly for our own benefit, or if they stem from external pressures, routine, or feelings of insecurity. If you find that it is causing discomfort, disrupting your peace, or making you hesitant to engage in touch, it may be wise to reconsider its value in your life. It's important to note that hair removal creams may not always be the safest choice. I recall considering that if razors might be too harsh, perhaps a hair removal cream could offer a more gentle alternative. I would like to help you avoid any discomfort. Many of those over-the-counter creams contain strong chemicals such as calcium thioglycolate and sodium hydroxide. While those methods may be effective for legs or arms, the area between the thighs presents unique challenges, particularly after menopause. It's important to understand that the skin in that area is classified as mucosal tissue, similar to what you find inside your mouth. It is not advisable to apply hair remover on your gums, as it can cause irritation or harm. It's always best to use products specifically designed for oral care. Please take care of your health and consult a professional if you have any concerns. That is certainly not the case. However, it is important to be aware that some women may inadvertently apply it very close to some of the most delicate and absorbent areas of the body. Medical professionals have addressed issues such as burns, blisters, swelling, and allergic reactions resulting from these products. Indeed, this applies to women over 60 who believed they were taking precautions. It's important to reconsider the notion that sensitive skin versions are always safer. Being sensitive simply indicates a mild dilution. It's important to be aware that the chemicals remain present and your skin continues to absorb them. It's important to consider not only your external feelings, it's what gently enters your body. There is a case of a woman who experienced a significant yeast imbalance after applying a cream in the vicinity of her vaginal opening. It disrupted her pH balance and required several months to restore it to normal. What began as a simple grooming choice evolved into a series of doctor's appointments, the need for prescription ointments, and significant discomfort in her own skin. It's important to have a conversation with your doctor before making any decisions about grooming. Inquire about their recommendations. It's important to remember that not everything available in a pharmacy is necessarily safe for us at this stage in life. Many of these products were not specifically formulated for skin that has undergone the changes of menopause, particularly for skin that may be dry, thin, and more susceptible to various issues. 6. It's important to understand that there are no hygiene advantages to being bare. This situation is quite frustrating, as it seems we've been misled for many years. At some point, it was suggested to us that being entirely shaved contributes to a sense of cleanliness. Various sources, including magazines and commercials, as well as the influence of others, have perpetuated this misconception. However, allow me to share some important insights that your healthcare provider would convey to you. Maintaining cleanliness is rooted in proper hygiene practices, rather than the removal of body hair. Pubic hair plays an important role, particularly for older women. This product is beneficial as it helps to draw away moisture, minimizes friction, and serves as a protective barrier against bacteria, fungi, and other irritants. This product gently safeguards the sensitive skin around the vulva, ensuring the area remains dry and well-balanced. When you take everything away, particularly as we grow older and our natural moisture levels tend to decrease, it can lead to a situation that may cause discomfort and increase the risk of infection. Now, let's take a moment to be honest with ourselves. It's important to understand that the perception of hair being unclean is rooted in cultural beliefs, rather than any medical reasoning. It is based on societal ideals of beauty, rather than scientific evidence. It is generally advised by healthcare professionals that shaving may not be the best option for maintaining hygiene. Many gynecologists suggest that women who choose to leave their hair untouched often have the healthiest intimate areas. What is most important is how you tend to the area. It is important to wash gently with warm water. I recommend avoiding harsh soaps. It is important to wear breathable cotton underwear and to maintain cleanliness and dryness. It's important to remember that your choices regarding grooming are entirely personal and should reflect what makes you feel comfortable and confident, whether you prefer a natural look, a trim, or some shaping. However, it's important to remember that no one, particularly society, should persuade you that hair signifies uncleanliness. That doesn't seem quite right. And truly, we have gained enough experience to see beyond that kind of thinking. Your comfort and confidence are of utmost importance. Now, my dear ladies, this is a truth of great importance for you to consider. It's important to remember that the decision about your appearance is entirely yours. Whether you choose to shave, keep it natural, or find a balance that feels right for you, it should reflect your personal preference, not the opinions of others or societal expectations. Your comfort and confidence are what truly matter. Throughout our lives, we have dedicated ourselves to caring for others, our children, partners, aging parents, and even our employers. It seems we often change our appearance, our clothing, and our actions, all to accommodate the expectations of others. Now is the moment to focus on what truly feels right for you. If shaving brings you feelings of confidence, vitality, and empowerment, and you can do so safely, then please embrace it wholeheartedly. It's perfectly natural to desire to present yourself in the best light possible. However, if you find yourself engaging in this activity out of obligation, I encourage you to pause and reflect on who you are truly doing this for. A woman shared with me that after turning 70, she decided to stop shaving and felt a sense of freedom that she hadn't experienced in many years. She expressed that it felt as though she was releasing an unseen weight. One individual shared that she transitioned to trimming and has never regretted it, while others have discovered a sense of empowerment in choosing to remain completely bare. Every story holds its own significance. What is important is that this is your choice, guided by your own feelings rather than the expectations of others. As we move beyond our younger years, it's important to recognize the value of taking up space, prioritizing our health, and embracing comfort over societal expectations. You've earned that right, and it's a wonderful thing to celebrate. Your body has supported you through all of life's experiences: love, heartbreak, childbirth, illness, and joy. It is important to approach it with kindness and understanding, rather than judgment. Whichever path you decide to take, I encourage you to ensure it is grounded in self-respect rather than self-doubt.